All right. So we need statement, affirmation, affirmations.
I thought the lighting was really cool, and then the smoke really enhanced your performance, and then the things just, I don't know, it distracted me a little. It made me, I don't know, like the sounds, I got lost in the things. I don't know, it was a little weird.
Yeah, I think mesmerizing was kind of
Yeah.
the idea, and like definitely as it got harder to distinguish everything else in my visual field, and the colors, you could never quite pick up a pattern in them, and the noise, as soon as you got used to it, it morphed into something new, so it was very hypnotic.
I honestly liked all of it, especially with the speaker. It was literally making my chair move. I loved that.
I liked how there was certain lights, and I don't know if it's going up and down, but it actually felt like the room was going in and out, and that was just wow. Cool. Yeah, right.
Like you said, I felt the emphasize, like I felt the packs and like the paint and like the light and small things.
I felt really anxious.
So just, you know,
And also I thank you for creating this whole environment, this whole atmosphere.
Can we talk to you?
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I can't see. Yes.
I don't know like the right jargon for this, but I like how it felt kind of streamlined. It was some of those performances where it was like, and then, you know, it just gave, that was terrible. But it just felt like a streamlined kind of thought, like feeling that was happening almost. Like, I was kind of calm, but also there was like that anxiety where it was like, is something gonna drop? Or is that me? But I like what he did instead of taking it over the top. He kind of let it live.
I understand like the anxiety and the anxiousness. I felt really this like calming because I love like loud vibrations and certain sounds, and I love like I could sit in a strobe light forever, and I just love flashing lights. So I was just like super calming when it was ending. I was like, no.
There's a little contrast. I kind of liked I feel like the music made me anxious, but then there was a focus that I was able to just watch and kind of, like, come out of each other. I don't know if that makes sense. But the music kind of hits you, and then that was a way, it was kind of like a blanket. It was nice.
It almost felt like timeless, like that could have gone on for 30 minutes and I would have noticed.
I felt like a wonderful immersion in this world. To me, two different narratives. One was just going further and further into the mind. And then at one point, it felt like it was underwater. But again, it was very. I could have lived in that space for a long time.
This has been troubling me since I signed up to do this gig. I don't know what to ask. I don't mean to sound like an egomaniac or anything. It's like I just know what I want to do, and the kind of feedback I guess I would ask for would be more, did it hurt your ears? You know, that's what the volume, the high frequencies. Yeah, that's really, volume control, because I'm somewhat behind the sound, so I try to learn what my speaker sounds like at certain volumes, so it's not to, so. Is it painful, I guess?
Oh, no, the volume didn't bother me at all. And we've gotten some rather loud stuff in here that has like hurt my ears. And I thought it was fine. Like, I thought it was good. And the high frequencies didn't bother me. I thought it hurt.
Yeah, I was going to say the some of the really high frequency, especially the dissonant stuff, was close to my limit, but not over it. Definitely manageable, especially for the length of time you were doing it. If I had listened to that for 3 minutes, it would have been different. But like, you moved off of them pretty quickly.
I considered spending the money to rent a subwoofer, like a big one, like an 18-inch, and like really like rattle the walls, because what I call this is like an ambient installation. And part of it, the original idea too, is that I have this at home. I didn't want to be able to get in and out relatively quickly. But the speaker rotates, like I have a little platform that turns. So I throw the sound in different directions, bouncing, and use the space as kind of a resonating chamber for the sound too. So it becomes kind of interactive with the architecture. So I don't know if that's something I didn't really bring out. And kind of to your point as well, this is like the radio edit, if you will, of like a piece that is supposed to go on for as long as I pass out. If the audience passes out. So it's really kind of supposed to be a little bit atmospheric. Well, it's definitely supposed to be atmospheric, but a little bit ambient off to the side, like blurring the line of like what the expectations of a performer are, especially in a theatrical environment. That's why I do this here and not in like the club scene, because that's where I come from. Is like techno music and stuff like that, house music.
It's funny that you say that, because I was waiting at. I can't count how many moments I was. There's some. I think there's some intrinsic expectation to us for patterns to develop and for music to develop, and that was what was anxiety provoking for me in this performance, was when patterns didn't coalesce and it moved from this little pattern in chaos to this other little pattern and never quite. And with the lights too, there was never, it wasn't predictable. And so for as atmospheric and off to the side as it was, it's kind of like jazz that you can't, if you stop paying attention to it, it does stuff you don't expect it to, and you're forced to keep paying attention to this thing that is so nebulous to begin with.
And part of what I'm getting at here too is this idea of generative music, kind of a wind-up toy. You just wind it up and sort of stand back and it just goes back or whatever. And so I could just push play and walk off and let it go. But I'm interacting with it and kind of manipulating it. But yeah, I thought a lot about that because I make a lot of crazy electronic music, bass, drums, all that. And I wondered if I should present that here. And there's another aspect to this too, which is what I call like electronic poetry, which is just poetry or pieces of writing that I use speech synthesizers to generate different voices. And the piece I was going to present was an Oscar Wilde poem, or kind of stanzas from an Oscar Wilde piece. And again, I wanted to kind of rein in what I was doing and not go to the crazy techno music or bring in the voices. But this is absolutely a work in progress. It's part of a bigger project. So maybe next time around.
I wasn't even saying I wanted that. It's just, but it carried that anticipation with me.
It's easy to be what's the word, gimmicky. Like drop sound effects and go make a big boom, and then you guys all jump in your seats. This stuff is so easy when you have the power of volume. Yeah. And I didn't want to take advantage. I'm not that kind of. This is not haunted house, So it's stuff you play with when you know how powerful it is. Yeah. And then you kind of try to bring it back and be respectful of the space. And so you try to keep the tone, which is what the best feedback I got is that there's a tone created, which is what I'm going for.
Definitely sound is a very powerful thing.
Volume too.
Yeah, sound and volume. Because going off of what everybody's been saying, how it's been making me feel anxious, having anxiety. I definitely understand how we've acquired an expectation and a timing of how long we should listen to something instead of just sitting with it and kind of
absolutely
not bearing with it, but kind of just going along with that. And it's also I also realized how sound and even volume kind of tells us about time within our own bodies.
Some people say that music is time made art. But I'm a student of ambient music, Brian, even then was film class, mock-up. I mean, that's my background, as well as the kind of work that these guys were doing over here earlier is like, I'm fascinated with that kind of robotic work, integrating sound. It's amazing stuff. But I kind of have a very pure techno electronic aesthetic. You know, I'm working with digital and music, minimalist equipment, that kind of stuff.
So, I don't know if this could be like a question or a statement, but from what you're describing, like what kind of emotions or thoughts you want to evoke, I kind of think that those little canvas things aren't really necessary, but if you do want to implement like some sort of visual backdrop, you could get like those programs that have the projections that react to the sound, but you could also program it to have like visuals that are kind of different from like, we're like against the trope of like the genre of music you're trying not to be a part of, that like everyone was anticipating to be, if that makes sense.
You know,
Is that
if I may respond and just say that I don't know what I'm doing, and what I've been doing for a long time with my work is that I think there's a German word for it, I can't remember what it is, I don't want to say it wrong, but it means like a total work. And when the artist is involved in every aspect, so I basically brought this to promote my artwork. I make those, I sell them. I'll sell you those right now. So self-promotional, but that's kind of, that was my thinking, and I get it, I know what you're getting at.
Or just have a really big one.
Yeah, no, it's true. And again, part of this was just getting it out, to be able to work with other people and do this in stories. But yeah, those are just reflective of my visual work, and again, digital glitch, post-glitch aesthetic, really just trying to be out of time. Really. But I appreciate that.
I agree that the paintings do, I think, coalesce with the music. But again, to Becca's point, maybe just larger, you'll do a larger canvas thing. You mentioned at one point, I could just walk away and just kind of have it play, whatever. And it's interesting because I kept thinking about you kept appealing to so many different senses, even the coughing senses at one point with all this alcohol. But and I kept thinking, you need to do something with yourself. And not getting into some sort of like Dr. John or Clinton kind of thing, but I mean, is there some way to maybe dress yourself in such a way that you integrate more into the piece or something?
Yeah, one of the things that I brought this into this piece with me, and I wasn't even going to address it, but it's just, I've always kind of like Japanese theater, and kabuki tradition is a thing called kogen, which is basically a person dressed in black who can come on the stage and move the props and rearrange the set. But in that theatrical mindset, they're just invisible.
Right.
And again, what I'm doing is I'm playing with those expectations of what a performer is supposed to do. And there were times when I was just trying to stand really still. I was totally in the knowledge, but part of it was to almost make you wonder, had I turned into a statue? That's in there too.
Yeah.
But primarily, I'm a producer and I want to work with dancers. So I'm not necessarily trying to be the performance focal point as well. I would love to work with other people who might improvisationally, or I'm fascinated with content improv, just this kind of. And I like choreography too, but because what I'm doing is improvisational. But I appreciate that. I was at the store the other day and Party City. That's where you can buy a smoke machine by putting in February. Because they don't sell those things like Halloween and at specialty stores. But they have a whole section for parties of tiki parties. And they have these masks that are these garish, scary. And I thought, well, I could put my hood and put on a mask. Again, I was trying to cut back on the surprise tactics.
It's a fine line. I think it's a fine line as to how you
But I appreciate it.
be in or out there.
Do you have any more questions before we get
No, really, thank you.
Okay. So are there any questions from the audience?
Was your light demonstration, was that, I think the word you used was generative, play and go, and you were doing music on top of a light sequence that was already running?
Well, we're all friends here, so I can tell you, it's like one of those tricks of the trade. But I come from a DJ background too, so professional club lighting, you know, they have a little microphone in there that reacts to the music. So there's a couple hundred settings on here of different, you know, you can set it to just do washes, to do different things. So I can interact with it during the piece, and sometimes I do, but this time I just have it set up to sort of monitor the sound
and react on its own.
so it's, yeah,
Which is its own cool. A lot of this music ends up being. Are you still making it if it's algorithmically generated by an algorithm you started, and it worked with your music? I was just curious.
Yeah, no, the light, you can set it to do different things, but it detects the music. So if there were beats, like in techno and house, you know, DJing house music, this thing is like, you know, changing colors.
On the same exact setting?
Well, there's different settings.
But how cool that because there wasn't a pattern and it was your own flowing creation, that there was no pattern to this reactive thing.
No, when you mentioned about the various new lighting technology that's available, especially for club stuff, it's off the chain. It's so cool what goes on. It's expensive. And you know, this is like what I can kind of put in the back of my car, and if I get robbed, then I'm not going to have to, you know, sell my TV. So yeah, it's minimalist, but they're very, very powerful stuff. And I mean, that's the beauty of modern technology. It's light, portable, you know. And so yeah, that's a cool light. The American DJ Ultra Bar 6. I love it. And they make the bigger one too, and I was thinking about it, just like the subwoofer. If I brought the subwoofer, you know, it would have been crazy. It's extra thick. I'm telling you, it's like your eyeballs start to vibrate. Yeah.
I really enjoyed this setup here. I mean, to me, I'm the type of person, audience that I am. I guess it's like the training of just seeing things and allowing it to just be. I didn't have that kind of question of like, well, this person just has been out of this space. I was kind of thinking that you said that you have background in DJ, thinking about like the performance of the DJ.
Right.
And
it's conceptual DJing.
Right. And
so it's conceptual.
And I had a question about why those specific backgrounds. I think some of you might have asked that.
They are the smaller pieces that I make.
Yeah.
A lot of the ones are bigger, and I could just kind of carry them in with all the other stuff. And I just like that, like kind of digital smashing glass or something. But yeah, no, there's a metaphor here. I mean, like this orange cable, I mean, I could have got a black one and you wouldn't have noticed it, but that's to represent the fact that I'm tethered to the wall. This does not exist without electricity. This isn't organic. You know, the only thing that's organic about it is you guys and response. So that's a metaphor. Without electricity, this is all over. This doesn't exist. That's kind of why this is, to me, it's somewhat sculptural, but I might.
No, I would say so.
I could use that.
How do you think about this? Like, how do you think about what's in the States as something that's performative? Like, this is something that we're looking at in a specific setting, right, in the theater, and you know, you're interacting with it, so it's kind of like.
Yeah, and if I had a little bass where I could turn it, I'd be moving it around too.
Questions? Any more questions? All right. Well, thank you. We do have afterward that level contest if you want to go, get some drinks, talk with the artists. Everybody is invited. Get more information on it. And go to our website. All our events will be posted. We will also have a post for Jumpstart as well, a link to kind of direct